Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix microphone not working on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is clean the microphone port with a non-metallic tool. If you use something metallic, then you can only damage it, and you don't really need to use metallic stuff. For an example, if you try and even stick your pen in it, then it can already be damaged if you do it hard enough. So make sure to clean it with a non-metallic tool like a soft brush, and it should definitely clean it. Now, after that, what you guys want to do is go over and unlock your device. And here what I like to do is I simply go over and go to the system apps and go to recorder, or just try and record a video in the camera app. So here we start recording, allow the app to use our microphone, and as you guys can see, everything here is being recorded. So now I'll stop talking for a second. And as you guys can see, this line was straight, so basically the microphone wasn't picking any sound because there was no sound. And that's how we know that it works. So here we have our recording. To use our microphone. As you guys can see, it works perfectly fine. So now we can just delete the recording, and what we can do next is, if our microphone is still not working, then we can go over and restart our phone to refresh the entire system. So hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time until this menu pops up. Now scroll down to reboot, and now all you guys have to do is wait for the phone to turn back on. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now, after the restart, what you guys can do as a last resort is update your software. So head over into the settings, and now go over to About Phone, and here click on HyperOS. Now it's checking for an update. Make sure that you have Wi-Fi connection. I have no updates available, but if you do, then what you guys can do is you'll have an update button, update and install button right in the place where the Xiaomi community button is. So make sure to update your phone if you do not have the latest version. And that's it for the video. So I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to use second space on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First, open settings on your device. Then in settings, we're gonna have to scroll down to the very bottom and select additional settings. In additional settings, scroll down to special features, and in special features, you will find second space. Tap turn on second space, then if prompted, also sign into your Xiaomi account, and after that your second space will be created, and you're gonna have to tap continue and then select either using a password or using a shortcut, depending on how you want to enter your second space. I prefer using a password, so in order to set up a password for our second space, we're gonna have to select continue, then select set now. Now first we're gonna have to enter the first space password. In my case it's like this, and now we're gonna have to create a second space password, which has to be different from our first space. So let's make it this way. Then draw it again to confirm, tap continue, confirm, and then if you want to, you can also set a fingerprint to access your second space easier. So if you want to do that, tap set now. If you don't want to do that, click skip. Then let's wait for a moment. Okay, and here is our second space, which looks very similar to the first one. And now, in order to unlock the first space, we're gonna have to use our regular pattern. This will open the first space. Yeah, it's gonna have to load for a while since the second space was only created. And now, okay, now let's not leave the settings, not right now. And now if you want to enter the second space, you're gonna have to enter the second password, so the password that you create for the second space. If you decided to use a shortcut, you will have to find the shortcut in the first space in the apps menu, and then select it to enter your second space. Now let's see the second space settings too. So let's go back to settings, and in settings, let's once again go to additional settings, then second space, go to second space. Okay, okay, so we don't have actually any additional settings on this smartphone, but yeah, that's basically it. Now, if you want to remove your second space, you're just gonna have to go to settings and tap on this trash bin icon in the top right corner of your screen. So let's go to second space and tap the trash bin icon. Then we're gonna have to tap delete, and then we're gonna have to enter the password to our Xiaomi account in order to proceed. Once you're ready, tap OK, and then wait until the second space is deleted. And that's how you do it. So thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to use AI Magic Eraser on your POCO M8 Pro. In order to erase people, objects, or reflections, first we're gonna have to go to the gallery to find the photo which we want to edit. Then let's select a photo, and let's say I want to remove this object from a photo. Let me select edit at the bottom bar of the application. Then here we're gonna have to select create, select erase. If you need to download the eraser package, and then select what you want to remove. So we have three options, like objects, people, or reflections, or we can also select manually to let AI detect what we want to erase. Then we also have two options, either circle if we want to circle an object that we want to erase, or wipe if you want to wipe on it. So let's select objects, circle, and let's circle this object. Then AI will detect what object we want to remove, and then we're gonna have to click start and wait until this object is erased from the photo. Okay, so it left some artifacts for some reason, but you can still try to wipe them out, just like this. And click start. And as you can see right now, it's pretty clean and smooth. And so yeah, that's how you do it. Then you have to tap OK and click save to save the photo. Here's the difference. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to improve battery life easily on your POCO M8 Pro. So first we want to go over to the settings. Now in these settings we want to scroll down to personalization. Here we have it. Now we want to click it, and here we want to make sure that we go to always on display and turn it off. So as you guys can see, it will display items 10 seconds after tapping. We definitely do not want the always on display because it actually takes a lot of our battery. Now next, what you guys want to do is go back to the settings, and here go to display and brightness. Now what you guys want to do is go over to lock screen from here, and here go over and make sure that sleep is set to either 15 or 30 seconds. So my lock screen sleep is for 10 minutes because I am recording this video, but I recommend you guys using 30 seconds or 15. Even though 15 seems like it's not too much, it definitely is. And if you just put your phone down and you have it set at like 10 minutes like me here, then your phone will be turned on until you don't touch it for 10 minutes. But 15 seconds, whenever you just stay inactive on the phone for 15 seconds, what would happen is your screen will simply go black. So that's how you can save the battery, and as you guys can see, the screen went black. So that's pretty much how it works. I recommend setting it to 15 seconds. And now what you guys want to do next is go over to sound and vibration. And here what you guys want to do is make sure that you disable vibrate for calls and vibrate in silent mode. Also make sure that you disable haptic feedback, because all of those settings can drastically decrease your battery life, and you do not want that. So make sure to disable 3 of those switches, make sure that they're gray and not blue. And if you really want to use them, then you can select one from here, for an example for calls or just in silent mode. And here, haptic feedback level, you can just lower it as much as possible, just so you know that the effect is here. But I would recommend turning it off completely. Now, what you guys want to do next is go over and make sure that you restrict background app activity for some apps. So here we need to scroll down to apps and wait for them to load. Now here we have the apps, as you guys can see, and we need to make sure that we have pause app activity if unused. So it will basically remove the permissions, and it will delete every single temporary file. So that's how we can even save on storage and also the battery life. Next, what we want to do is we want to go over to battery, and here we can also check for the background activity. So for example, the Google Play Store is my top 1 app that takes my battery. So I'll just click on it, and here we have the battery saver. Now we want to click restrict background apps. As you guys can see, all background activity of the app will be stopped, and it may impact some features of it. So make sure to test the app if that's the case. So if you're getting anything wrong with the app, it's not working properly as it should, what you guys want to do then is simply change it to, let's say, close apps after 10 minutes of background activity. Or just keep it at recommended, but of course your battery won't be better. This setting right here is the best if you really want to improve your battery life. Now you can do that for every app right here. And here in the battery checkup, what you guys want to do is make sure that you listen to those suggestions. So as you guys can see, like, don't wake screen for notifications, that's +5 minutes. Here, +18 minutes after we lock our device after 15 seconds of inactivity. So in my case, I have it set on 10 minutes. This was the second setting that I showed you. So make sure to set it at 15. Now here we have location services, but this, you will basically lose the location of your phone. So you can just turn off the location whenever you don't need it and turn it on when you need it. Here, you guys want to clear memory 10 minutes after locking the device. Now it's +9 minutes. And the best one, turn on the dark mode. So it's almost an hour and a half, because dark mode consumes less power. So click turn on. And now we can just click add 2 hours and 11 minutes to our battery. As you guys can see, no location access, and it may be unable to locate your phone. So just keep it on or keep it off when you're at home. As you guys can see, everything now is good, and our battery is definitely gonna improve from that. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix delayed notifications on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. Sometimes the battery optimization feature makes it so you get your notifications from your social media apps not in time. Not only social media apps, basically all of the applications, but I think the most important ones are the messengers, social media, and also mail applications. that we don't want to miss notifications from, since it might be something urgent. But we can always fix this issue in a couple of simple ways. All you have to do is hold your finger down on an application that you want to fix, then tap information icon above it. Then first of all, disable pausing app activity if unused by switching this toggle to the left, then go to battery and change the battery mode to no restrictions, so that your notifications from this application come in time, always do. And so that's how you fix this issue. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you the first things to do after setup on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what we want to do is we want to connect to Wi-Fi. So go over into the settings and select Wi-Fi. Here we want to wait for available networks to show up. And after they refresh, we need to choose our network. So this is my network, and all we have to do is enter the password. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now, after we put our password here, what we want to do is we want to click connect. And now it's scanning the network. We have to wait a bit for it to connect. And now we have the network. So what we want to do straight after connecting our Wi-Fi is check for software updates. So go into About Phone. And here click on the HyperOS. Now it will check automatically. If you see no updates available right at the bottom, then you have the latest version. But if you see the update button, then you should update your device first. Now after that, what you guys want to do is go over and set up a Google account. So we want to set it up in the Play Store. This is the fastest way of doing it. Now let's click on sign in. And if the Play Store crashes for any reason, if there's no reason at all and it can crash, then you shouldn't be worried about it. Just repeat the step. So first thing we're doing is we're entering our email, and after that what we're doing is entering the password. So now I'll click next. I'll wait for the password sign to show up, and then all we have to do is enter the password. So, as you guys can see, we want to enter it right here. So I'll enter it off camera and I'll see you guys in a second. After entering the password, you'll see either this notification or you will go straight through. So, as you guys can see, I went straight through. Now, we have an option to who will be using this device. So I'll choose I will be using this device. The steps may vary if you choose the second option, but not much. So click next. Agree to the terms of service made by Google, and now wait for the Google services to load up. Now make sure to enable backup device data so you can restore every single data that you had on your phone. And as you guys can see, the Play Store crashed, but still we went through. So I'll quickly use the password again and I'll get back to you. Now we are signed in, our account is set up, and what we want to do next is we want to update apps on the device. So go over and click your avatar right here. Now go over to manage apps and device, and here it will check for updates. I have 47 updates pending, and this is all of the apps that I have to update. So let's click update all, and as you guys can see, now some of them will start downloading and installing. So we can just leave the Play Store for now, and what we want to do next is set up the screen lock. So go over into the settings and now scroll down until you see Fingerprints, Face Data, and Screen Lock. Here we want to start off with the screen lock. We want to choose either a pattern or a pin. Also, if you like the password, then you can choose it. The safest option here is definitely the password, but it's hard to enter, and if you really need something that's strong and you enter it quite instantly, it's a pin. Now the pin is from 4 to 16 digits, and I recommend putting 6 digits because it's very hard to crack the password. Now here, create a password that nobody will guess. So if I create a password like 1 2 3 4 5 6, then it will be very easy to guess, and everybody could just take my phone, guess the password first try, and use the phone without my knowledge. So make sure to not enter the same password as me, create a new one, and after that click add fingerprint. So this is how we add the fingerprints. Let's click don't show again and got it. And here we have the fingerprint scanner. Now we want to press and lift after the vibration. So now I had the vibration, I'm lifting my finger up. We want to press it lightly on the sensor and we want to move our finger around. So as you guys can see, now this is done. And what we want to do is we want to do that and use our finger to unlock the phone. It works perfectly fine. And also the password that we have created is working. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is also working. Now let's leave the fingerprint unlock and go to the face unlock. This is a process that takes around 10 seconds. Now we want to confirm our PIN in here that we have created. Click next and click start. Now this takes 10 seconds. I'll quickly do it out of camera and I'll get back to you. So now the face has been added successfully. I'll click done and I can try and unlock my phone using the face. So now we have a check mark right up top. We are not using the fingerprint and I'm just pointing it at my face and it's unlocking the phone. So this is how you guys can do that. Now what we want to do next is set up our Google Wallet so we can pay with our phone. First, let's go over to the Play Store and I'll quickly cancel those updates because my internet is not fast right now. So I want to download the Google Wallet faster. So let's go over and type in Google Pay and go to the Google Wallet. Click on install. And now since I've disabled the updates, then it is the first in queue to actually download. So that's how we do that. After that, we will simply go back and update those other apps. So now it's installing. And now what we can do is we can easily open it here. But I'll open it after I go over to my profile, manage apps and device, and click update all. Now we want to go over to the Google Pay and it will automatically choose an account to use with the wallet. So as you guys can see, we are in the wallet. Click on view wallet right here. And here allow it to send you notifications. Now here you have the passes, so the clubs, the payback programs, cashbacks, and everything else. So it's dependent on the region, everything's different. And now if you want to add a payment card, what you guys want to do is either use the card that was already pinned into an account or simply click on the plus icon, go to the payment card and click on the new credit or debit card, or click on a card that was already saved in the wallet. So click here, and as you guys can see here, we need to provide the card number, the month and the year of the expiration date, and the security code. What we can do here is we can click once, or simply if you're not here, then click twice and click on scan card. This way our camera will open up, and here it will basically scan our card. It will line it with the frame and everything should work perfectly fine. So I do not have a physical card with me, so I cannot enter the details. But here you guys can add it. Also, you guys can add the transit passes, gift cards, or even scan something from a photo, like a QR code or a barcode. Now, this is how we can easily set up the wallet. And last, what you guys want to do is optimize the battery. So go over into the settings and now go over and scroll down until you see battery. Here we have the modes. So the first mode is balanced, performance, battery saver, and ultra battery saver. So ultra battery saver, I know it sounds promising because you see 107 hours remaining here, but basically it limits your phone to 6 apps, and it also depends on the phone's usage and which apps you chose. So it's not exactly 107 hours, it's only if you do not add any apps and you just not use your phone. Now, the performance mode, it speeds up your phone. Of course, it can overheat a little. And as you guys can see, this might increase power consumption and lead to overheating issues. So this basically speeds up your phone, but at a cost of faster battery draining and the overheating issues. Now, the battery checkup basically tells you what you guys can enable to optimize your battery. So the first one is the dark mode. It will give us 1 hour and 27 minutes for an example. This will give us 9 minutes, 19, 9, and don't wait screen for notifications 5, and 19. So now we have added 42 minutes. Let me quickly turn on the location anyway. Here in the charging options, I would recommend using the top speed. Now, this will change the charge speed and it will speed up the charging of your phone, but it's only working with the original chargers, and also your phone can overheat a little while charging too fast, and if you're using it, then it will definitely heat up. After that, you have the battery protection. Now, let's click got it. First, you need to get some cycles here. So a full cycle is 100% of your battery wear, so 100% of your battery used. Now, my phone has 0 cycles, so this battery has never been touched. It's at 96% right now. And if it's going to like 20%, then I'll charge it. It's 0.8 of a cycle. And we want to hit 5 or 3 to 5 cycles here to measure the entire info. Now, for charging protection, we have to charge fully. Now, this is no protection at all. Battery protection, it will basically charge your phone to 80% as fast as it can, so the normal charging speed, and charge fully only when you schedule it. And now smart charging, it will learn from your habits, how and when you charge your device, and it will leave 80% only when it can, and of course it will also charge to 100. Now, after that, we have additional features. So for an example, cold endurance mode, we definitely want to enable that since it's winter, and it will basically limit our device's performance and it will extend our battery life in return. Now, here what else we have? We have the schedule power on and off. We can schedule our power on at 7 for an example and power off at 11:30. So our phone will be turned off for 7.5 hours. So this is definitely a good deal because your phone will not waste any battery when you're not using it. You guys can just keep it like that and your phone will turn off only when you do not need it. So here we also have the battery usage. This is worth talking about because here you can see which app takes what amount of percentage. So this phone is freshly new. We just set it up. And as you guys can see, the most we got was from the Play Store. So this is where you guys can check it when you use the phone even a little bit more. And that's basically it for the first things to do after setup. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got POCO M8 Pro and let me share with you how to fix up crashing. Alright, so let's localize the app which is causing you some problems. Tap on it and hold it and tap on this info icon. So we will be transferred to a specific section in which we can try to do something. So I recommend to start with the storage. Let's tap on storage. Here we've got cache. Cache are junk files which are saved by your device, but they are not necessary for the proper usage of the app. Moreover, they are occupying the memory and they might cause some problems and misbehavior. So I highly recommend to tap on clear data and tap on clear cache. Tap on OK and your device will immediately remove it, which is great. If you wish, you can restart your device to kind of confirm the changes, but it is not necessary. After getting back, I highly recommend to also tap on force stop here, this X button. Why? Because sometimes it happens that the device keeps the app opened in the background, even though it is not visible in the recents, but it is still running in the background and it prevents of normal and proper usage of the app. So you are not able to reopen it because it is still opened, but you cannot, show it or enter it. So force stop is a great option. Just tap on force stop and tap on OK. And now you can try to open the app and hopefully it will work perfectly fine again. If not, I highly recommend to check for the updates because sometimes older versions might misbehave. So to do that, we have to open the Play Store. You will need to be logged in. You can check our tutorial how to do it. Just check how to add or remove a Google account in this specific device. I've just recorded that video. And after entering the Play Store, just tap on search and enter the name of the app which is causing you some problems. In my case, let's say Chrome. It is not true, but just for an example. Your device will find it, so just tap on Google Chrome here, and if the update is pending, if it is available, your device will show it to you. So instead of uninstall, you will have this option update. So then I highly recommend to tap on update, wait, and your device will update the app. However, because it is overwriting the new version over the older one, it also might cause some problems. So if the update didn't work, I highly recommend to get back to this section and then tap on uninstall. Your device will uninstall the app. I also highly recommend to perform a backup before, so your device will also back up the data from the app. Then uninstall the app and install it again. Why? It is because your device will directly install new version. It will not overwrite new version over the older one, but directly install the newer version, which also might omit some problems with overwriting, etc., etc. And if we are talking about the updates, I highly recommend also to check for the system updates, because sometimes the apps are optimized for newer updates, for newer systems. And if you've got the older one, it also might have some problems with working with those new updates, newly updated apps. So to do that, we have to open the settings, scroll up to find About Phone, and tap on it, and then tap on the Xiaomi HyperOS. And now your device will check for the updates. Here I've got the information that no updates are available, but if in your case you will find the update, I highly recommend to download it, not only for the purpose of this specific app, but also for increasing the security, because updating your system regularly will increase the security. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video I'll show you how to fix Bluetooth not connecting on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what are we gonna do is we're gonna turn off Bluetooth off and on. So go over to settings, now tap on Bluetooth and tap on the switch right up top here. So now our Bluetooth is disabled. Now we can enable it back, and as you guys can see here, I have my headphones saved. So if they are not connecting, then just click on the arrow right here and then click on unpair. Now this way our devices are not here. Now we want to double tap. For me it's double tap. Now it's refreshing, so it's searching for available devices, and let's tap refresh again. So here I got them. Now they are pairing, and we can tap on pair, and now they are connected. So whenever I close the case, then they won't be, but now they are connected. If that did not help you, then what you guys can do is restart the phone and the Bluetooth device. So let's press the power button and the volume up button here, and now swipe down to reboot it. Now for the Bluetooth device, it's totally different. For AirPods 3 Pros, then what you guys want to do is just double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, and that will basically reset it. But I won't reset them since I know they are good and they are connecting. Now, for the phone, we wait for it to restart. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now, after the restart, what you guys want to do is, as a last resort, update your software to fix any connectivity glitches. So go over to the settings, Now in those settings, what you guys want to do is click About Phone right up top here, and then click on the top. So now it's checking for updates. As you guys can see, I have no updates available, so that means I am running the latest version. But if you do have a button to download and install the newer version, make sure to do that because it can fix a lot of glitches, including this one. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if you're constantly getting system UI has stopped error on your Xiaomi POCO M8 Pro. First of all, open settings on your smartphone. Then you're gonna have to go to apps menu. Then in apps menu, go to system UI. So find system UI on this list. Here it is. Then select clear cache. OK. And once you clear the cache of system UI, you're gonna have to restart your device. To do that, press power button and volume up key at the same time. Swipe the circle down to reboot and wait until your device is restarted. After that, the problem should be gone. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily fix battery drain on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is go over to the battery settings. So open up the settings on your phone and scroll down until you guys see the battery. It's right here. And here, what you guys want to do is go over and see the active right here. So you'll see which app takes what amount of percentage. And this way you can just click on an app for an example. And for the battery saver, you can restrict the background apps for an example. And here you can also force stop the app, but it will misbehave most likely. So it's up to you. What you guys want to do is, of course, uninstall some bloatware. So this phone has a lot of bloatware, like games. For an example, the games that you just don't play, you can go here, click here, and you can uninstall it from here exactly. For example, Block Blast was just uninstalled. You can do that with every other game right here on the device. And after that, what you guys want to do is go over and install the Accu battery. So go to Play Store, go to search, and type in Accu battery. Now this will pop up. Ignore the sponsored ones. Go to Accu battery by Gigabytes, and now click install. Now this should install in less than 5 seconds. Let's click open. And here, what we need to do is we need to go over and click continue. Now here we have the battery design capacity. So here you set up the capacity, click finish, and as you guys can see here, we need to scrape it down. Here we also can see the discharge status, like the current one. And here, after we scroll down, we can see the average battery usage. So this is what we can see. We can see how many percent of an hour we get less. And here in health, right at the bottom, we can see our battery health and estimated capacity. But first, we need to charge it from 5 to 7 times fully. So as you guys can see, a moving average of the last 5 valid charge sessions. So we need 5 charge sessions here. And this will basically tell us our battery health. Of course, you can check the battery health in the settings of your battery, but it's better to see it more accurately. So whenever we go into the battery and we go into the charging options, but in the battery protection, we have the battery info like health, cycles, and cycles we can get it from here, but battery health we can see it exactly in the Accu battery, so it'll be definitely more precise. Now after that, if your battery is still draining, then I would recommend going into the authorized company center. So basically these are maybe overheating issues, and what it can happen basically your phone can drain a lot of battery at the time, and we do not want that, so I would recommend go and checking that out. So that'd be it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody. Welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix speaker not working on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is check the volume levels in the settings. So open up the settings app. Now here, you guys need to scroll a bit down. So we need to go over to sound and vibration now. And here we want to check the adjust volume section. My media volume is at maximum volume for 100%, and we shouldn't really care about the ringtone and alarm. We should only care about the media volume, since it's our volume that we use to listen to any apps like YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, and basically anything else. So make sure that volume of the media is set at the max. And what we want to do next is clean our speaker grill with a soft brush. So as you guys can see, here we have it, and we definitely want to clean it with a soft brush for an example. Now, after we clean it with a soft brush, what we can do is we can go over and disable our Bluetooth. So scroll up, go to Bluetooth, and make sure that Bluetooth here is disabled, so we ensure that audio isn't rerouted anywhere else. After that, what you guys want to do is restart your phone to refresh the entire system. So hold the power button and the volume up button, and here swipe down to reboot. Let go of your finger, and the phone now is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now, after the phone restart, what we want to do is we want to go over and unlock it. Next, we want to go over and open up settings again, and here we want to check for software updates. So go over to About Phone and click HyperOS. Now here you should check for updates automatically. So I have no updates available. That means I am running the latest version of the HyperOS available on this device. And if there are still some issues, then scroll down here in About Phone and click Factory Reset. So you'll click Erase All Data. Here, confirm your PIN, and then it will ask you if you want to back up your stuff. So as you guys can see here, we want to back up all of our data first, because it will delete everything like our apps, photos, videos, and anything else. So first we want to, of course, back it up. We can back it up on the mobile device or a computer, or use the Xiaomi Cloud. Also, we can use the Google backups, but this is what you should have enabled. As you guys can see, enabled back when you set up your phone. So after the factory reset, everything should work. If not, then I would recommend bringing the phone to the service center for more detailed inspection. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
In this video, I will show you how to remove bloatware and system ads on your POCO M8 Pro. To remove system ads on your smartphone, we're just gonna have to open settings on it, then swipe down to Fingerprints, face data, and screen lock, and then scroll down to authorization and revocation menu. In here, find and disable MSA. Then you're gonna have to wait for about 10 seconds until we are able to turn off the authorization. And after that, the system ads will disappear from your device. Now, if you want to uninstall some pre-installed applications, in settings, we have to go to apps menu, and then select the application that you want to uninstall, then tap uninstall, okay. And if some applications cannot be uninstalled, this one actually can be, but if some application here can't be uninstalled, we can still uninstall its updates and then force stop this application here. To make sure that all the changes applied, let's press power button and volume up key at the same time and then swipe the circle down to reboot the phone. And that's how you do it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video I will show you how to fix the issue when your POCO M8 Pro is either disconnecting from Wi-Fi frequently or you have a weak signal. First of all, before trying to solve this issue on your smartphone, check if no other devices that you have in your proximity have the same issue. So check the Wi-Fi connection on your laptop, on your tablet. If no other devices seem to have the same issue as your smartphone, then we can actually try to solve it on it. Now, first of all, we're gonna have to open settings on our device and go to Wi-Fi, and then let's try to simply disconnect from the Wi-Fi. Let's go to additional settings, then go to manage saved networks, click delete, forget network. Then let's go back to Wi-Fi and let's find our network and enter the password to it once again. Once the password is entered, tap connect, and then check the Wi-Fi connection once again. And if this didn't help you, then we can reset Wi-Fi settings by going to more connectivity options right here and select reset Wi-Fi mobile networks and Bluetooth. Now be aware that all of your Bluetooth devices will be disconnected and so unpaired from your devices as well, so you're gonna have to repair them to your smartphone after performing this operation. However, it will most probably solve your issue. Tap reset settings right here, enter your password, then tap OK. And once you see this notification right here, we can basically reconnect to the Wi-Fi network once again. So select it on the Wi-Fi list, enter the password, and then tap connect. And at this point, the problem should be gone. If not, also try restarting your device by holding down power button and volume up key at the same time. Swipe down to reboot and see if your problem gets solved afterwards. And it will most probably be solved. So that's it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got POCO M8 Pro, and let me share with you how to free up storage without removing apps. So let's start with removing cache. Let's open the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the apps. So here I highly recommend to go through all of those apps, especially those which are frequently using, and remove cache. Cache are junk files which are saved by your device, but they are not necessary for the proper usage. Moreover, they occupy the memory, so I highly recommend to simply remove them. All you have to do is to tap on the app, go to the storage, and here we've got the cache. So just tap on clear data and tap on clear cache. Tap on OK, and your device will immediately remove it, and thanks to it, it will release some memory, obviously. Another thing which I highly recommend to do is to check the security. This app is pre-installed on this device by the developer, so for sure you've got one. Just find it and enter it. Here we've got different sections which I highly recommend to check. So first of all, the cleaner, after tapping on it, your device will simply count the memory which it can remove. So here we've got cache files, but those cache are not the same as I've just shown you. As you can see, we've got only like two of them. I mean, two sections. We've got also residuals and memory. So all you have to do is to simply tap on cleanup. Your device will clean it up, obviously. Here we've got something called boost speed, so also we can enter here. We've got running third-party apps, running system apps, and locked running apps. So you can simply tap on boost speed and your device will close everything which is not really necessary. Let's go back. No. And here we've got something called Deep Clean, and I highly recommend to check it, because here obviously we've got the option to uninstall apps, but we have to ignore it because we are trying to release memory without removing apps. So you can, for example, check deleted photos. Delete photos, where you've got, for example, the accidental photos. I believe that here you've got also the duplicated photos option if you've got that kind of things, and you will be able to simply remove them. So highly recommend 10 out of 10 to check the Deep Clean, because it will help you. Another thing which I highly recommend to do, and that was not mentioned in the security and in the cleaner, is to check your downloads, because let's be honest, usually we are downloading a lot of stuff and then we forget about it, but obviously it is saved, so it occupies the memory. To check your downloads, you have to enter your file manager, and it doesn't matter whether you're using the file manager which is provided by the developer or file manager which is any kind of third-party manager. It's completely up to you. Just enter file manager, give the permissions. All right, we've got the recents here, but I wanted to check the downloads. Oh my god, the ads inside the system. It's wild. Okay, so here we've entered browse, and here we've got download. In my case, I do not have any kind of things here, any kind of files, but I highly recommend to check yours and remove those which are large or they are not necessary, those which are duplicated, etc. And as a last thing, I would recommend the backup. I will not show you the full path, the full operation, because we've got a separate video of how to do it. So I will not show you that. However, I highly recommend to consider the backup. You can use any kind of platform you wish. Basically, you will be able to save your photos and videos, which usually are quite heavy, in a completely different place in the cloud, thanks to which you will be able to remove them from the internal storage and obviously release some memory. And another advantage of that solution is that you will still be able to access your files even if something's wrong with your device. So for example, if it was stolen, if it was, I don't know, destroyed, whatever, you will still have the access to your files. So the backup is a really great thing, great opportunity, and I highly recommend to consider that. All right, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to enable memory extension on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First of all, let's open the settings on our device, and then let's swipe down to additional settings at the bottom, open them. And now here we're gonna have to scroll down to the memory extension option, which is available in Special Features tab. Then you're going to have to select the amount of virtual RAM memory that you want to add to your general RAM memory. So as you can see right now, 6 GB is selected. Let's change it to 8 GB. And then to apply changes, we're going to have to reboot our device by clicking reboot. After that, you're just going to have to wait until your device is restarted, and the changes will be applied afterwards. And so that's it. That's how you extend memory on your POCO M8 Pro. I hope that you liked this video. And if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below. Then I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix overheating while gaming issue on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First of all, we can either disable or lower memory extension feature on our smartphone, which we can do by entering settings, going to additional settings. This menu is available at the bottom of this of the settings list, and then here find special features, and in special features you'll find memory extension. Now we can disable it by selecting off. Then you're gonna have to restart your device to apply these changes. So click reboot and wait until your device is restarted. Okay, so the next thing that we can do, and it's pretty much the essential thing to do, is go to our game launcher, so Game Turbo. Let me just lower the volume in case it just drops the intro sounds loud. And now select the game that you want to play. Tap the gear icon in the top right corner, and then select Performance and switch on Performance Optimization. This feature is designed specifically to avoid overheating and hardware-related feature issues. And then the last step that you can take is enter your game, the game that you want to play, and in this game, lower graphics settings. Now, I cannot show you exactly how to do that. You're just gonna have to open your specific game and then go into the game settings. Now, so I hope that this one is gonna load up pretty fast. Unfortunately, this one didn't, so I opened another game. Now, what I mean by lowering game performance settings is opening settings in your game and lowering from ultra, if it's set to ultra, or high settings to lower ones. So use either low settings or minimal settings, and then just and then also disable 60 FPS if you can. So basically, yeah, lower your game settings so it doesn't consume that much resources, and yeah, and then you can start playing safely. And also remember not to play while you're charging your device, as it damages your device's battery. Therefore, wait until your device charges and then unplug it from the charging cable and start your gaming sessions. And that's it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is POCO M8 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off fast charging. Start by opening Settings and scrolling to click on Battery section available here. Now you need to click on Charging Options. Click on Wired Charging Mode and select Top Speed in order to enable fast charging. As you can see, fast charging is on. If you wanna switch it off, click on Top Speed and select Standard. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got POCO M8 Pro, and let me share with you how to clear cache and thanks to it speed up your device a little bit. So first of all, we have to open the settings and here scroll and find the apps. So right here we've got the list of apps which are currently installed on this device, and and what I highly recommend to do is to go through all of them, especially those which you're frequently using, and remove cache. Cache are junk files which are saved by your device, but they are not necessary for the proper usage of the app. Moreover, they are occupying memory and can slow down your device. So it is a good idea to remove the cache from time to time. And all you have to do is to basically tap on the app, then go to storage, which is at the top, and here we've got cache. So all you have to do is to tap on clear data, then tap on clear cache and confirm it by tapping on OK. And as you can see, the cache will be immediately removed and the memory will be obviously released. And as I said, just go through all of them and remove cache. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hi, it's HardReset, and today I'll show you how to extend battery life on POCO M8 Pro. So first, go into the settings and find the battery settings. Current mode, here select Ultra Battery Saver. Ultra Battery Saver restricts most power-consuming features and decreases your device performance in order to leave basic functionality, calls, SMS, and contacting to the network available as long as possible. And do you want to turn the battery saver? Click Yes. Wait, here no location access, device location for all apps is turned off. We need to close it, and we're in a super saver mode. Thanks for watching, don't forget to leave a like and see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily fix battery percentage not showing on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is go over and restart your device to reset the battery sensor. So, not having battery percentage is abnormal. It's not normal at all, so we definitely want our battery percentage to be here. What you guys want to do is press the power button and the volume up button. And now, as you guys can see, we are in this menu right here. We want to scroll down to reboot, and now our device is rebooting. So, I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. So now, after the restart, what you guys want to do is go over to the settings. And here we need to enter the password after the restart. Wait for the phone to load everything up. Now we want to go over to settings. And here in those settings, we want to go over and scroll down to notifications and status bar. Now in notifications and status bar, we want to go over to battery indicator. It's in the status bar section. And make sure that it's selected either like that, like the percentage in an icon, or simply the battery next to the icon like that. So after that, what you guys want to do is, of course, use the battery widget. So we can go over to the Play Store and here search for battery now widget and reborn. So this is the app by Thomas Hubalik. We want to click on it and install it. It's installing now. It's only 11 megabytes, so it's really nothing. And then what you guys want to do is click open. And here we want to click on consent first. Here we have the auto start, so the battery monitoring service is not currently running. If you want the application to work properly, you need to restart the service. So we want to start it automatically. And here we want to ignore the ads. If you're using an ad card, for an example, then you won't have it. But here we can click simply on add widget. And here we can pick the widget type. Now we can simply go here, hold our finger, and go to widgets. Here we can scroll down until we find the exact widget, or we can just search for it right here for the app. So here we have it. Now we can add it to home screen, and we want to click here, and now we got our battery level in a widget like that. Here we can also enlarge it a bit. We can do that, and we can enlarge it, and that's how we can easily see our battery. Now, if it's still not working, then what you guys want to do is go to the authorized device support center and tell them about the issue. And if you got the warranty, of course, it's going to be a free repair. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix Bluetooth pairing issues on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First of all, try restarting both your Bluetooth device and your smartphone. In order to restart your Bluetooth device, usually you would have to hold down the power button or some kind of home button on them for about like 15 seconds until they start flashing rapidly and then turn off. Then in a moment they will turn on again. And to restart your phone, hold down power button and volume up key at the same time, then swipe down to reboot and wait until the phone is restarted. And once your phone is restarted, let's unlock it and let's try to pair to our Bluetooth device once again. So let's open Bluetooth settings. By the way, we can open Bluetooth settings from this menu. Go to Bluetooth, find your Bluetooth device right here, try reconnect to it. Then pair. And if you're still having issues, you can go to the device settings, select unpair to completely remove it. And then make sure to put your Bluetooth device into pairing mode. If it flashes rapidly, that means that it's ready to pair. Tap on it in the available devices list, then tap pair. Okay, and if by now your issues weren't resolved, go to additional settings, and you can check your Bluetooth blacklist and see if you don't have your Bluetooth device in here. In this case, you're gonna have to remove it from here. And in order to fix the rest of the issues, we can go to more connectivity options and then select Reset Wi-Fi Mobile Networks and Bluetooth. Tap Reset Settings. However, this will also disconnect you from the Wi-Fi connections that you have on your phone currently. So let's select Reset Settings, then enter your password and tap OK. And once you see this notification on your screen, that means that your connectivity settings were reset, and then you're gonna have to go to the Bluetooth settings once again, select your device once again, and after that reconnect to it. And after that, all the connectivity issues should be resolved. However, don't forget to reconnect your Wi-Fi network too. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix camera focus issues on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First of all, let's check the lenses on our device. So, as you can see, some of them are kind of blurry from the outside. So let's grab a microfiber cloth, a piece of microfiber cloth, and try wiping them with it so that they are clean and smooth and we can see everything clean and smooth through them. Now let's try wiping each lens carefully. Try not to push too much. We don't want to damage them. Okay, and once each lens is pretty much clean, we can try checking our camera application. So go to your camera application. Where is it now? Okay, here it is. Now let's check the image quality. Well, in my case, everything works just fine. But in case your issue isn't resolved still, let's tap the arrow icon at the bottom. Then let's go to Settings. Then let's go to General Settings. And here in General Settings, go to All Other Settings. Select Restore Default Settings. Tap OK. And this will restore the default camera settings. And now, if you're still encountering the issue, just try tapping on the object that you want to focus on before taking a photo. And this should resolve the blurriness and the focus issue on your camera. If it doesn't, then also try updating the software. To do so, go to Settings, go to About Phone section, make sure that you are connected to the internet, open Xiaomi HyperOS, and then check if you have any updates available. So if there are any updates available for your device, then of course download and install the most recent software version. Let it install on your phone, then reboot your phone, and then try checking your camera once again. If the issue isn't resolved even afterwards, then at this point this might be a hardware issue and you should reach out to Xiaomi customer support service and tell them about this problem. And that's it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if fast charging isn't working on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First of all, make sure that you are using the original POCO cable that you got in your in the box with the phone itself. Also, make sure that you are using it with a compatible charger that supports 100 watt fast charging. The best option is the original Xiaomi charger, and if there are no visible damage on them, and if they are both compatible with your device, in order to fix this issue, we're gonna have to go to device settings, then in settings swipe down to battery, and then go to battery protection and disable smart charging or battery protection options. Select charge fully instead, then go to additional features, then go to charging options, and in charging options menu, switch the standard to top speed charging. And this should fix the issue. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix the ghost touch problem on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is remove the screen protector or a case, and let me explain why. Basically, whenever your case is covering even a tiny part of the screen and it's not stopping at the bezels, so the dark points right here on the edges, then it can cause your screen to have ghost touches. And ghost touches, what are they exactly? Something just clicks on your screen, sometimes or just all the time, depending on what type of ghost touch that is. And for the screen protector, if it's misaligned, so it's, let's say, covering a tiny part of the phone and not the entire screen, so it's going off center, then it can also cause the ghost touches. So if that's the case for it, then make sure to remove it. Now, what we want to do is we want to take care of our screen, so we want to clean it. So I recommend using a microfiber cloth for it. I got it right here. Now I'm going to give it a few swipes. So 3 swipes is enough to clean your screen and keep it shiny. And after cleaning, what you guys want to do is to restart your phone to refresh the entire system. So hold the power button and the volume up button. Now scroll down to reboot and to let go. Now your phone will restart. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now after the restart, what you guys want to do is, let me quickly enter my password. As a last resort, update your software to fix any touch bugs. So go to the settings, and right here in the settings, wait for the phone to load. Let's click about phone, and here go click HyperOS. Now it's checking automatically, you need Wi-Fi for it. I have no updates available, but if you do, then I recommend you guys updating it. They should be right here where the Xiaomi community button is located. So it should say download and install right here. And that's how you guys can easily update it. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix headphones not detected on your POCO M8 Pro. So if you are using wired USB-C headphones, then what you guys first want to do is go over and clean the charging port right here. This is a very important step first because dust can actually block a lot of connection, and we do not want that. So make sure to clean it first with a soft brush for an example. Next step, what you guys want to do is go over and to restart the phone. So it also goes for the Bluetooth. And now we want to press the power button and the volume up button. Here we want to scroll down to reboot, and now our phone is rebooting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now, after the restart, what we want to do is, let me quickly enter my password. We want to go over, and if you're using an adapter for USB-C and 3.5mm jack, then make sure you're using a certified adapter or an original one. Because if you're using a cheap or fake adapter, it can break down any second and you will have no idea when and why. So after that, you guys can try and test another pair of headphones. It should help determine the issue, if the issue is only with one pair, or the issue is with the charging port, for an example, or the adapter. Now, the next is for the Bluetooth headphones. Now, we want to turn the Bluetooth off and on. So go over into the settings. Here, my Bluetooth is already turned off, so I'll turn it on. Now, I'll turn it off and turn it on again instantly. So this is a quick refresh of the Bluetooth. Now it should refresh it all. And if your device is already paired, my device isn't, but if yours is, then you can forget it and repair it in those settings. Make sure that you charge the headphones to 100%, because once I've had the situation where my headphones were at like 60 or 70% and they wouldn't connect, but once I charged them up to 100, then they connected without any issues. So after that, what you guys want to do is make sure that you avoid Wi-Fi or device interference. So of course, Wi-Fi, I'm talking about other devices. And for the device interference, for an example, if your headphones are already paired to another device and you try to use them on this one, then they will simply not connect. They will force their way into another device and not our POCO. So we definitely need to keep an eye on this. And as a last resort, what we want to do is check for software updates. So it also goes for the normal headphones. We want to scroll a bit down, scroll a bit up, go to About Phone, and here click HyperOS. Now, it will check for updates automatically. I have no updates available, but if you do have an update, then you will see the update or download and install button right here at the bottom, where the Xiaomi community button is. And make sure that you keep your software up to date. It's very important to keep up with the latest version without any glitches. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix your POCO M8 Pro heating while charging. So first, it's normal if you're using your device and you're charging it using the fast charging option. So whenever you go into the settings, and if you go over to the battery, so the battery's right here, and if you go over to charging options, then if your wired charging mode is set to top speed, then as you guys can see, this will regulate the charging speed automatically. Now, as you guys can see, it also says that it only works with Xiaomi's supplied chargers and that your device might heat up during the charging. So it's pretty normal if you're using the top speed and your phone is heating up. But if you're not using it, then what you guys want to do is sustain those battery settings, scroll down here, and check for background apps that can cause heat and high power consumption. So for me, it's POCO Launcher. I cannot do anything to it. We can first stop it, but that makes no sense. So the next app, Google Play Store, and as you guys can see, I have no restrictions on it. So it's gonna work in the background as long as it wants to. Now we want to click on restrict background apps. Let's click OK, and now we got rid of one app. So you guys can go over and check the other apps like Google, for an example. This one is set to battery saver, so it will basically try and save your battery, but you guys can also restrict it right here. And that's what you guys can do with the high consumption apps. Now make sure that you're using that original charger in the cable. It's very important. And then you can try using the standard wired charging mode instead of the top speed. See if that makes your device heat up. If not, then that was the issue, so it's normal. And what you guys can do next is remove your case to improve the heat dissipation, so the heat is not trapped under the phone case. So just take the case off and try and charge your phone like this. Now, you want to make sure that you charge your phone in a cool and ventilated area, because that will help a lot. So make sure that you're not charging it in the sun. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix proximity sensor and the black screen on call issue on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First of all, let's check the functionality of the proximity sensor. To do that, open Settings on your smartphone, go to About Phone, then go to Details, Info, and Specifications. In this menu, we're going to have to find kernel version and tap on this option several times until we open the CIT menu. And in this menu, go to position number 22. 22 is the proximity sensor. Let's open it. And now here, unfortunately, as I have figured out, we cannot really test and calibrate this sensor here. But generally speaking, the 5.0 value means that the proximity sensor on your device is working properly. And if you see 0.0 right here, then this means one of the three things: that either your proximity sensor isn't working properly and you're gonna have to reach out to Xiaomi customer support service and tell them about this issue and let them take care of your device, or maybe your proximity sensor, which is located right here, by the way, is blocked by either your protective case, so the case of your smartphone, so you can remove the case of your smartphone and check the value once again after re-entering this menu, or try to make a call and see if this problem is gone. You can also check if it's not blocked by your screen protector, and if it's blocked by a screen protector, you're gonna have to remove it for it to work properly. Or maybe your earpiece is simply clogged with something, and you're gonna have to use some soft brush to remove any debris that could have get stuck in here. Now, do not use any metallic tools now ever to get in here. Just try to unclog your earpiece using a soft brush. And if you see 5.0 but your proximity sensor is still faulty, then the only thing we can do right here is go to the apps menu in your settings. Let me reapply the case. Now, in the apps menu, we're gonna have to swipe down to phone and phone services. So let's open phone, tap clear data. Let's select clear all data. Then in phone services, and let's do the same thing. This will clear the cache and the data for our phone application. Then you're gonna have to reopen your phone app and try making a call again and see if this helps you. Now, also restart your phone by holding down power button and volume up key at the same time. Swipe down to reboot, or power off your phone and then power it on after a couple of minutes, so that we can be sure that all the temporary data was removed from your phone. But usually this would be enough. So after that, try making a call again and see if the problem has gone away. And if not, just try using some other calling application. If it doesn't work with another calling application, so like WhatsApp or Messenger, then at this point you should definitely reach out to Xiaomi customer support service and tell them about this issue. And that's it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix screen flickering or eye strain on your POCO M8 Pro smartphone. First of all, we're gonna have to open settings on our device and go to display settings, display and brightness. It's located right here. Now disable automatic brightness and then try increasing your screen brightness. Setting your screen brightness to higher level, about 80 nits, will enable DC dimming automatically, and so this way you will not have any flickering on your screen. You can also enable sunlight mode and set the maximum brightness level. However, as you can see on the camera, this brightness level may be way too high for some people. And the other thing that we can do to fix the dimming and moreover eye strain is go to reading mode and enable reading mode by switching the toggle to the right. And we can also select whether we want to achieve optimal comfort using cycle option or using classic reading mode. The cycle reading mode will most probably be the most comfortable option for you, as it will not make your screen as orange as classic mode does. But in classic mode we can also adjust the color temperature right here and the texture, so you can play with this feature for a while. And you can also enable schedule for reading mode, though I don't think it's what we're here for. But if you want to enable schedule for your reading mode, you can either select good night's read, and switch to reading mode after sunset automatically, or you can set custom periods for the reading mode. So here you have to select the turn on time, and here select the turn off time. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix screen flickering on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is adjust the brightness in the settings. So the way you do that is you just go over to the settings, and here in the settings we're going to go over to display and brightness. Here first what we want to do is we want to adjust it. So for an example, I'll adjust it like that, and now we need to make sure that we disable automatic brightness. After that, if you still experience screen flickering, what you guys want to do is download the screen dimming app from the Play Store. So go over here and go to search for screen dimmer, and then type the OLED saver. Here you need to ignore the sponsored app, so it's paid actually, it's less than $1, but still I would recommend ignoring this. We are going for this app right here. It has 100k plus downloads and 4.3 stars with 742 reviews at the time of the recording. So we want to install it, and it should take less than 10 seconds, even a second. So just click on open, and here grant the first permission, which is allowing to modify the system settings. And it needs this because whenever you actually change the brightness, then you need to give the permission to change it. Now here in the accessibility, go to general and then downloaded apps. Here go to screen dimmer and click on use screen dimmer. Here you need to click on I'm aware of possible risks and assume all possible consequences voluntarily. And what it does basically, as you guys can see, read all screen content and control screen. It has to do that because whenever you use the keyboard overlay or you just rotate your screen, it has to adjust the brightness. So that's why we give this permission away. Now the next one, last one, is the easiest one because we need to grant the notifications. Now here we can enable it, and as you guys can see, it works perfectly fine. We can see how low we can go without flickers on the camera. And if we get, let's say, bored of this, we can just tap here and then we can change our brightness manually again. So as you guys can see, now our brightness is changed manually. After that, if you still experience flickers even with the app, then I would recommend checking for software updates. So go to settings and go to about phone. Here tap on HyperOS. And as you guys can see, there are no updates available. So that means I am on the latest version But if you have an update available, you'll see the button right here to download and install in the place where the community of Xiaomi is. And I recommend updating the software to get rid of any old glitches because they are gone in the latest versions. And that's basically it. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily fix touchscreen not responding on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is remove the screen protector or case, and let me explain why. Basically, whenever your screen protector is covering even a tiny part of the screen. So as you guys can see here, we have the bezels. Now it is not covering anything, so I know that if I have my touchscreen responding less or just being unresponsive, I know that it's not my case's issue. But if it covers even a tiny part of the screen, then it can basically make your screen less responsive. Now for the screen protector, if it's poorly applied or if it's not especially matching the model, then what you guys can do is simply remove it, because whenever it's not, let's say, on this side, but it is on the side of the phone here and not on the screen only, then what can happen is basically, as you guys can see, our phone will be unresponsive. So we definitely do not want that. And if that's how it works, then make sure to remove it. Now, for the screen, what we want to do with it is we want to give it a good clean. So I have a microfiber cloth with me right now. We want to give it a few swipes. So 4 swipes should be enough for our screen to be shiny. And after that, what we want to do is we want to restart our phone to refresh the entire system. So hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Now swipe down to reboot. And now our phone is rebooting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now after the restart, what you guys want to do is update your software and, as a last resort, factory reset your device. So let's go over to the settings, and here we want to go to About Phone. Now we want to click on HyperOS, and as you guys can see, it's checking for the latest update. We need Wi-Fi for this. I have no updates available, so that means I am on the latest version. And if you are not on the latest version, then I recommend you guys updating it. It's very important to keep up with the latest versions. And after that, as a last resort, is you just need to scroll down in About Phone and go to Factory Reset. Here, make sure that you back up everything, because if you erase all your data, then you won't get it back. So make sure it will ask you if you want to back up items first. Click on Backup, and here you can back it up locally. You can back up it by cloud, by the Xiaomi cloud, or use a Google backup. So once you click here, you can back it up here. So after you erase all data, everything should work, and if not, then I would recommend bringing the phone to the service center to get it checked out. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix Wi-Fi not working on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is toggle Wi-Fi off and on in the settings. So open up the settings app. Now go to Wi-Fi, and here click on the switch right up top here. So now our Wi-Fi is turned off. We want to turn it on now. That's a quick little restart. Now we wait for our networks to show up, and the next step is, if you still have your Wi-Fi not fixed, you want to go over and click on this arrow right here on the network that you're using, scroll down and forget it. Now this way we will reconnect to the same network, enter the password, and after we do that, we just click connect, and as you guys can see, we're back in. Now what you guys want to do next is restart your router and a phone. So you can just tap a bunch of switches on your router, so you can tap the switch off and on, and it should be good. Now for the phone though, you need to click on the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Now slide down to reboot, and now the phone is rebooting. So I'll see you guys once the reboot is done. Now, after your router and the phone restart, what you guys want to do is check for your software updates. So this is the last resort. Let's go over to the settings and now go to About Phone right up top here. Click on HyperOS and you can check your software updates like that. I have no updates available, but if you do see a button that says download and install right here, make sure to click it and make sure to keep up with the latest version of your software. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got POCO M8 Pro, and let me share with you how to virus scan your device. So let's begin with opening not the settings, but the security. This option, this app is pre-installed by your developer, so for sure you've got one. Just find it in the list of apps and tap on it. Right here we've got something called security scan, so just tap on it and give all the permissions it needs. And now your device will basically scan itself. It will scan the payment environment, privacy and security, and viruses. So if there is any kind of malware or problems, and after that it will show you the relevant information of the results of the scanning. Hopefully everything will be fine, and obviously your device will show you the information. However, if it will find any kind of problems, then it will list them and help you to, or guide you through the steps which you should take in order to get rid of the risks. Moreover, it will not only show you the viruses or malware, but also the things that you can do in order to increase the security. So for example, if you've got the update pending, the system update pending, and then it will show you a reminder that you really should do that in order to increase the security. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome to HardReset.Info, dear viewers. In this video I'm gonna show you 3 methods to take a screenshot on POCO M8 Pro. So the first method is just to press together volume up and power. So by pressing these 2 buttons together simultaneously, as you can see, we can take a screenshot. In this way and in any other way, you can make scroll screenshot. So just take a screenshot, click scroll, and you can take long screenshot. So now you just can scroll to the place you want to capture the page, but unfortunately, as you can see, the length of the screenshot is not infinite here. So just keep it in mind. Select the length of the screenshot and click OK. Cool, we just taken a long screenshot. The second, number 2, is just to swipe 3 fingers down on your screen. And in this way you can take a scroll screenshot, so long screenshot 2. And method number 3 is Control Center toggle. So as you can see here in the control center we have this screenshot button, and by clicking this button we can take a screenshot. If you don't have this button here, you can find it in edit screen. So just click edit. Here you'll find your screenshot button. For example, if I don't have screenshot here, you will have it right here in the system toggles. So in the system toggles, find a screenshot, click plus button, click OK button on the top right corner of the screen, and you will have a screenshot button in the control center. Thanks for watching. Hope I helped. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment below. See you.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got POCO M8 Pro, and let me share with you how to turn off ads and their personalization. So let's start with opening the settings, and at the top we have to go to more connectivity options. Here let's tap on private DNS and mark private DNS provider hostname. Then let's tap on custom name, and here you have to enter dns.adguard.com and tap on save. Thanks to setting the private DNS, your device will limit the advertisements which you will receive. Another option, another thing which we can do in the settings is to manage Google services. So here, let's scroll all the way down to find Google. Let's tap on it and go to all services. Here, scroll and tap on ads. And here we've got something which is called advertising ID, and managing it will not limit the amount of the notifications, the advertisements which you receive. However, it will remove the personalization because this is for what the advertising ID is responsible for. So for example, if you're looking for a specific item, like, I don't know, lamp, table, or whatever, your device will show you the offers for that specific item for the next few days. And it will try to maybe not force you, but show you the best offers. So you will click that and you will buy it. So this is what the advertising ID does. So let's start by tapping on Reset Advertising ID, tap on Confirm, and then tap on Delete Advertising ID. And thanks to this action, you will remove the personalization of the advertisements, and I really think that is also useful. Another thing which you can do is to turn off the notifications. So of course, if you can do that, if all of the notifications from a specific app are not essential, then you can turn them off completely. So for example, let's pretend I'm receiving a lot of notifications from the Play Store. So just find the app, tap on it and hold it, and then tap on this info icon. Now you can go to notifications, and here we've got the notifications. You can either turn off all of them just by tapping on this switcher next to show notifications. But I know that probably you cannot, because I don't know, half of them are essential. So let's scroll down, and here we've got different categories of our notifications, and try to find something which resembles you about the advertisement. So for example, in that case, payments, deals, and recommendations. Simply tap on this category and tap on this switcher next to show notifications, and your device will limit the notifications from that kind of category. And as a last resort, I just wanted to remind you about the ad blocks. I'm sorry for that noise. So I'll repeat. I just wanted to remind you about the ad blocks. You can go to the Play Store. Not now. Go to search and enter adblock. And I know that it might be obvious for most of you, but I just wanted to remind you that that there are more ad blocks than we think. I mean, usually we associate ad block with the browser. As you can see here, for example, the Brave AD blocking browser, adblock browser, etc. But after scrolling down a little bit, you can see that we've got something called adblocker for Android, or content blocker, which is not limited only to the browser. So I highly recommend to simply check available options, and maybe one of them will be useful for you. All right, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix no sound during calls on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, if you are in a call, then make sure to check the volume using these side buttons right here. So you definitely wanna max it out, and as you guys can see, for media we can have a volume boost up to 400%, and now you need to be in an active call in order to change that, because whenever you go into the sound and vibration, you won't have an option to change the call volume here. So you can only change it in the active call. It's not available in the settings, And what you guys want to do next is go over and make sure that Bluetooth right here is disabled, because we want to rule out any connected devices like your headphones, your car, or anything else. So make sure to disable the Bluetooth, and after that you guys see this little cut right here in the case. Here we have an earpiece. Now we can clean this earpiece with, let's say, a soft brush, and we can use it to clean out everything that's inside of the earpiece, like dust, debris, or anything else that just could have gone into. Now, what we want to do next after cleaning the earpiece right at top here, we want to go over and test with another call or app. So if you used the phone app previously, then you guys can try and use it again. Or if you want to change the app, then you can try, for an example, WhatsApp. You guys can try any app that supports the call system. After that, what you guys want to do is hold the power button and the volume up button. This way we can restart our phone to refresh entire system. So we slide down to reboot, like go with our finger, and now the phone is rebooting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it reboots. Now after the phone restart, what we want to do as a last resort is update our software. So let's enter the PIN code after reboot, and now what we want to do is we want to go over into the settings, and here select about phone right up top here. Click on the HyperOS, and it will check automatically if you have the latest version. So I do, but if you don't, then I recommend you guys updating it. You will see an update button right down here where we have the Xiaomi community, and that's basically it. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
In front of me is POCO M8 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off high performance mode. Start by opening settings and scrolling to hit battery section available here. Then tap on current mode. Select performance mode in the pop-up and hit OK to confirm your choice. So when I do that, I can see that performance mode was successfully enabled. If you wanna switch it off, tap on current mode again and tap on any other one, like balanced. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if the fingerprint sensor on your POCO M8 Pro isn't recognizing your fingerprint correctly. So in such case, we will of course have to set up a new fingerprint model on our device. And let me first tell you about the most common reason behind this issue. Well, the most common reason behind it is the screen protector, because some screen protectors, especially not original ones, and thick ones, cheap ones, can affect the way that your fingerprint scanner behaves, since the fingerprint sensor is located on the display of your device. Your display protection may interfere with the sensor, and therefore it doesn't register your fingerprints properly. But before you remove your screen protection, let's first check if the problem is not anywhere else. So first of all, let's go to settings. Let's go to fingerprints, face data, and screen lock. Let's go to fingerprint lock, enter your password to confirm. Then remove all the previously added fingerprints by selecting each one of them and selecting remove fingerprint. And then, before we add a new one, let's lock the screen of our device, and you can see there are some stains on it, on the display. So let's use a microfiber cloth as the best option. If you don't have microfiber cloth, you can use a regular dry towel to wipe the surface of your POCO. Just make sure that it's clean and smooth so we can get the best results for our scanner, so we can get the best print for our scanner. Okay, so when you can see that this the screen is clean and smooth, let's unlock the device, tap Add Fingerprint, enter your password once again, and then proceed by adding a new fingerprint. So try carefully pressing your fingertip on the scanner. Use different parts of your fingertip for the best experience. And once you see that the texture is filled with blue color and it says done, let's tap done. And now, as the last step, let's also go to About Phone, select your Xiaomi HyperOS, and check if you have any available updates. Select download latest package, and yeah, if you do have updates, then of course download the latest software update on your phone and install it to make sure that your hardware is in touch with your software, because sometimes issues like malfunctional fingerprint scanner are hidden behind the software issues, and they often get fixed every once in a while, and these fixes get released in the software updates. So make sure that your device is up to date, and let's wait for a moment because it's gonna take a while. Okay, once the update is downloaded and extracted, let's tap Reboot now, and let's wait until the phone is restarted, and then we'll check our fingerprint and its functionality once again. Okay, so right now we will not be able to unlock the phone with fingerprint because we're gonna have to enter password one time as a security measure. But now let's try using the fingerprint, and as you can see, everything works smoothly for me. But if you're still having troubles, then at this point you should try removing your screen protection. I recommend doing it once you buy yourself an original one, so that you can replace your screen protector with a new one, and this should resolve the issue. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching it. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix the low volume problem on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, we want to adjust the media and the call volume, and the way we adjust call volume is only while being in an active call. So if you are here and you call up somebody, I cannot do that because I do not have a SIM card. You can just spam the volume up. As you guys can see here, we have the call volume, and after that, what we want to do is we want to adjust our media. So we can adjust our media right here. As you guys can see, we are at 400% right now because we have a volume boost, and we can also do that in the settings after we go into sound and vibration. Here in the adjust volume section, we can change it. My volume is 400% right now. And next, what we want to do is disable Do Not Disturb mode. So make sure to go to Do Not Disturb and make sure that this switch right up here is gray. And after that, what you guys want to do is go over and clean your speaker grills. So we have them right here. And as you guys can see, it's worth cleaning them, because if they are stuck with somebody, like something stuck inside of them, or they're just dirty, then what can happen is basically everything. It can block the connection, and of course it can even cause the low volume issues. So we do not want that. Now the next, what we want to do is we want to restart our phone. So the way we do that, we hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Now we want to swipe down to reboot until our screen goes black and the icon becomes green. We can let go with our finger, and now the phone is restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now, after the restart, what you guys can do as a last resort is go over and update your software. So let me quickly unlock my phone. Let's go over to the settings, and here go over to the About Phone section. Here we want to go over and click on HyperOS, and it should check our updates automatically. I have no updates available, so that means I'm running the latest version of my HyperOS. But if you do have any updates, then you will see a button to download and install it right here where the Xiaomi community button is. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily fix fast charging not working on your POCO M8 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is check cable and charger for any damage or compatibility. So I got the cable right here, as you guys can see, and now I know this cable is working. But here, what we do want to do is we want to clean our charging port with a non-metallic tool so we don't damage it. Like a soft brush, for an example, or anything else works, but make sure that it's not metallic. After that, what you guys want to do is make sure that fast charging is enabled in these settings. So let's quickly unlock the phone, go over to settings, and scroll down until you see the battery. Here in the battery, we want to go over and go to charging options and make sure that wired changing mode is set to top speed. This is our fast charging, and if it was on standard, then you have your answer. That's why it wasn't working. Now, what you guys can do is test another fast charger if you already had this enabled, but I recommend using the original one. So you guys can change the outlet, for an example, and as a last resort, what you guys can do is update your software to fix any charging glitches. So you go over to About Phone and here click HyperOS. As you guys can see, I have no updates available, but if you do have an update available, then you will see the button right here or where the Xiaomi community button is. You will see download and install the update, and this is where you guys would be able to easily download the software. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In front of me, I have the POCO M8 Pro, and in this video, I'm just gonna show you a couple tweaks, tricks you can do on this device. So let's just get straight into this. We're gonna begin by opening up our settings and going down the list of areas where I find interesting things, or also looking for them partially. So we can start off with the notification and status bar right here, and here we have things like notification style, which doesn't differ too much, but the one that is selected right now gives you a little bit kind of more compact notifications. And let's see if this will apply automatically. It does. So you can pay attention, for instance, to the text that is the secondary one. So if I change it, it actually shows, for instance, 2 lines right here of text. So it does expand it a little bit more. For clarity, the first one will be a little bit better, the classic one, but for compactness and just minimalism, the Android one will be better. Now, additionally, you have things like custom icon displays. So this refers to these ones right here. Though if I remember correctly, Xiaomi isn't the best one, and just allowing you to limit what you can see right here. You do have some options, so we can turn off things like do not disturb mode, hotspots, location, Bluetooth. Bluetooth is one that I like to disable always. And we are missing things like, for instance, the SIM, the Wi-Fi, or mobile network, or mobile connection. So you can't really get that, super clean look in your status bar. Let's be honest, most of us nowadays live in areas where we have cellular connection, pretty good one, so seeing those bars is kind of freaking useless at this point. And same thing goes for Wi-Fi. I don't care to see it. I can just do this to know that I have Wi-Fi. if I'm having problems. Otherwise, I don't really give two shits. If I'm at home, I know I should be connected. The only time I'll ever need to check this is obviously when my network is acting up. So I find this to be kind of useless, and unfortunately here you can only turn off some of the things, not everything. Another one that you can do is number of notification icons, which is pretty limited right now, set to 1. You can expand it to 3 if you want, so you can see we have more visible now. Or you can just completely hide them away for that clean look. Additionally, we have things like edit carrier name in here. If you want to edit that when you have a SIM card, you can change it to say whatever you want. Or if you keep it turned off, it actually just won't tell you any kind of name. It's just gonna show you reception, and that's it. Which, for again, as you can probably gather, I am going for that more clean look, so I wouldn't be changing that. But obviously, if you want to have some custom name there, you can go right for it. Now, you can check out other options in here as well. We have things like hiding notch if you're interested in that, and so on. So I don't really want to go into those. Those are just meh. Anyway, continuing on, we have things like home screen. And in here, one of the first things is the home screen mode. We have right now up drawer, but you can change it to classic if you want to. And let me quickly check. This is okay. So this is the kind of a nice feature right here. While we're talking on the drawer, you can see at the very top we have all, communication, entertainment, photography, and so on. And these are categories for applications to go into. They get automatically sorted, but you can obviously change this yourself if you want to. And I personally really like this. I use a third-party launcher on my personal phone specifically for the reason of having categories of applications. And just to showcase this, how it looks like on my end. So you can see right here, so I can just swipe from a side and have categories right here. So it's a little bit different than what we have right here, a little bit cleaner with the icons. Here, unfortunately, you don't have the ability to add icons as a way, unless... I'm actually gonna quickly check this. Let's see if I do edit. We're gonna create a custom one. We should be able to do. Where the hell is it? Oh, there we go. Manage up categories, custom. Let's add one. Enter category name. Can I do, for instance, emojis? Indeed I can. Okay, so if you can do emojis, that means that you can set other looking basically something equivalent to an icon. And you can sort applications into there manually. You also have the edit if you want to. And therefore you can have basically nice categorized menu with one that doesn't actually take as much space as this one. Because let's be honest, scrolling through this is kind of pointless. If it's not, literally a click away to make it easier to navigate through. And you can obviously swipe to the sides as well if you want to. I personally do like the inclusion of categories, so I highly recommend maybe trying this out, setting it up, and once you do, it's honestly something that for me is a must. I hate the idea of like having all applications alphabetically in here and all that, so categories are super. Anyway, let's continue on back to the here, which is the home screen. Moving on, we can also disable things like Google Discovery. This is the Google Discovery if you care about this. You can keep it. Obviously, if you don't, you can just straight up get rid of it or change it to Upvote. Let's see what that is actually. Oh, so Upvote is basically the equivalent of... Actually, I don't even know what to compare it to. On first glance, with this, kind of looks like the Apple paid with applications, but we do have news and we have a bunch of other information right here as well. It could be a unique thing if you're into this, having this kind of multiple things visible at a glance with scrollable, that is scrollable. Now, going back in here, anything else that I would want to show? Yep, there is system navigation. So here we have right now buttons. We also have the gestures options as well, and we can enable this. Another thing in here, once you enable this, you can set buttons or gestures throughout the setup process, but what you don't get there when you select one of those is the additional options that you have right here. And as an example, one of those is hide full screen indicator, which is this bar right here. Come on, no, stop it. Oh, for God's sakes. Do I seriously have to go through this? There we go. So you can get rid of this bar at the bottom by just toggling this on. Nope, and it's gone. I do want to quickly check one thing. Okay, so we don't have... Oh no, we do have circle to search. Not sure why I didn't want to launch the first time. Okay, this seems to be working horrifically. Okay, wow, that is... How long do you need to hold this? Okay, tapping on it doesn't seem to do anything. Is it just the page? No, it just works this freaking badly. Okay, just wanted to make sure because just to give you an example how it normally should work. Here's mine. I'm gonna press now. Activate it. Activate it. Activate it. This is horrific. Anyway, you can use this if you want to. Now, the reason I'm kind of focusing on this a little bit, probably too much, is because if we go back to the home screen right here, gestures, and turn this on, I think this completely removes the ability for you to use the circle to search. Yep, you can see it's just now completely not trying to launch itself. Yep, so with the gesture bar turned off, circle to search is completely unavailable, which is normal thing to see. There has been only one manufacturer, which I don't recall which one, that actually allowed you to use circle to search without the indicator, which is a logical thing to do. It's not like you need to see the freaking thing to know that you're supposed to press at the bottom of the screen to activate it. So it's absolutely fucking stupid that it gets hidden and like, or turned off more like, when you have gestures and don't have the bar. But just know that if you rely on circle to search, you do need to have that enabled. Other than that, if you don't care for circle to search, which at least on this device works pretty badly, at least in activation, then you can, if you rely on that, maybe use buttons, as buttons does make it much easier to activate this. You can see, all right, it's the buttons, so it's much more reliable now. You can see, compared to gestures, which, all right, it's now again hidden. Oh, okay, this time it activated. Oh, did it fix itself? Yeah, it looks like it's working now. Let's go. But if I turned it off, obviously it's not. So yeah, now actually talking about circle to search as the next thing, it's a very misleading name considering you don't circle to search to activate it. You actually have to hold the bar right here to activate it, or the home button if you use buttons. And when it activates, so you have this little overlay, you can move it around, which will become sometimes important, because if you try to sometimes select something like the text right here, the little search bar kind of gets in the way, so sometimes it might be easier just to flip it up. So anyway, once you have it enabled, you can do things like, for instance, select text from something that usually wouldn't allow you to select text, even images. It automatically detects text in images. It allows you to select images themselves as well, and then does a Google search in those to find whatever is relevant to whatever you have right now visible, which additionally can be used with camera. If I open it up as an example, let's just bring up a pretty good option right here. So we have Honor Supercharger wireless charger that is max like 100 watts. And I'm gonna move it a little bit like so you can see it a bit better. And I'm gonna hold the button now. Should activate it. Okay, of course it's not working now that I need it. Let's try it. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna freaking break this screen. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna have to do this stupid bullshit because this trash doesn't want to actually do what it's supposed to do. Awesome. Not the best kind of introduction to a video. There we go. Now it freaking activates. So for some stupid reason you can't use it in Photos app, which makes you do additional step to use the goddamn feature. Now once you actually have the photo, you can click on it. As you can see, it automatically also has a smart way of detecting what you're trying to select. And from there, automatically tells me what that is. Like I couldn't read. But additionally, if you start scrolling, it gives you, for instance, places where you can buy this. And it just gives you prices, and just shows you also how it looks like, as these are images. It's just generally a search. So for instance, we go to product, we can do visual matches, and there you go. So it's very versatile, and you can select things that don't usually have name to it, like this one, and do search. So as an example, maybe you see a car somewhere, right? Some very weird looking one that has badge that you don't recognize. No, for instance, model at the back of it, right? You can just whip out a camera, capture a photo, or you should usually be able to do the circle to search without needing to take a photo. But from there, it will automatically see it and give you the result of it with an actual name of it, which is pretty handy. So anyway, let's move back into the settings and move forward. So next we have display and brightness, and then here we have light and dark mode as a first option. Not really much of a tweak, but there is also dark mode options, which allows you to set it up for individual applications. So dark mode will only work for specific applications, while the rest of it will be in light mode, or vice versa, depending on how you set it up. And we also should have something that we don't, which is a schedule. And Xiaomi, not the best kind of experience right here for limiting options that are default in Android. Anyway, let's just continue on. So next we have color scheme. This is just the saturation of your display, and we have a couple modes. We have the Vivid, Standard, Original, Color Pro, and Advanced Settings, which actually has more options if you click on the arrow. So we have P3 and sRGB, which should be a bit more color accurate. I don't have any tools to check that, so I won't be vouching for any of this. But you can see when it comes down to it, there is a little bit of a difference. I did say standard, I meant saturated, sorry. So you can see that weirdly enough, Vivid right here is not actually like completely overcooked as usually they are. And saturated is the one that is just a little bit overdone. So Vivid is closer to what you would expect from a tone, like neutral kind of toned color. And even Original Color Pro, which would be considered the more toned down, is close to it. I mean, there is a difference you can clearly see in the pinkish colors and like reddish tones, that it switches a bit from here to here a bit. Let's see, advanced. So the P3, I think it's selected, right? No, sRGB, which is not selected, is a bit more saturated. Now, you can just choose whichever one you want, whichever one you prefer. If you like the saturated, that's fine, go for it. I do also want to add that scrolling down, we have the color temperature. This just adds a tint to the entire display. So you can, if I start switching it, these are like egregiously overdone, right? But just to show this as an example, I can obviously do it just subtly. I have to move it all the way out, and you can pick obviously cool, warm, and default tones right here. And this just basically adds that specified tint of a color to the entire display and everything around. Now this will, I believe, gets disabled if you enable feature, which I don't really see right here. So this is extra brightness, automatic brightness. Okay, so it seems like there is no feature to automatically match the color tint of the display. Sometimes if you do have that, this will lock away the color temperature right here for you if you enable that feature, as obviously that feature would control the tint automatically, so you wouldn't be able to pick it yourself. Anyway, let's continue on, and moving further down we have personalization, and this is just a general section where you can customize the look of your device. And we have a bunch of options right here. I like this considering it's just all neatly organized in one place. So we can do things like a lock style, which takes me somewhere else. So we do have some nice options right here. I have to say, these are pretty clean, nice looking, ones that I wouldn't mind using myself. And on top of that, you can actually customize them. So as an example, if the text right here isn't necessarily your cup of tea in terms of colors, we can do right here fonts and change it to something else. Can I change also the other color right here? Oh, there we go, secondary. So I could secondary, and what would look good? Nope. There we go. You know what? That's fine. So there we go. We can now apply it, and we can set it to both. And now this only talks about this, obviously, wallpaper. I'm only selected screen lock only. Then we have things like always on displays, which again you can customize, and obviously you can turn it on from here. Display items for 10 seconds after tapping. Now there's a bit of an annoyance. Xiaomi doesn't allow you to set it permanently on. So when you have this enabled and you lock the device, you do need to do this to actually wake up and have this visible for a brief moment, and after 10 seconds it does disappear, so you have to tap it again. I don't know why it's like this, or why you can't keep it permanently on. It literally is called always on display. It's always on display that isn't always on. It's kind of counterintuitive to the effing name of it. So 10 seconds on display would be more accurate name, considering that's how long you can have it. But in any case, you can customize it in here, and you have some options, for instance, for the clocks. If you have multiple different clocks, you can add things like backgrounds right here, and so on. So it's a pretty neat thing that you can just do, customize these things to your hard content. And I believe you can even add your own pictures if you want to use those as always on display. So yeah. Now moving on, we have icons. Now if you download more icons, they will show up in here as well, or more like icon packs. And right here we can change the size of them, right, and also the color. Though actually I don't see the option to change the icon packs. Where the hell is it? Or you can't in here? Yeah, it looks like you might not be able to change the icon packs directly in here. So sorry for misleading. Anyway, next we have fonts. Now these should show up in here as well once you download more. And we have a couple options as well. Moving on, Fingerprint. This obviously applies only if you're using Fingerprint as an unlock method. Let's like cancel. I do also want to add one more thing. So in here you do have the option to, or should have an option to turn it off. Yep, there we go, fingerprint animation. So you can get rid of it. But this is going to be using, let's just quickly check. Okay. Yep, so you can see when I tap on it, it lights the hell up. So this will matter considering if you want to get rid of this light, you can't. Even if you turn off the animation, this doesn't change it, as the way the sensor sees your fingers by illuminating it with light, considering you're just kind of like covering it. So you can't really do it. Now, when it comes onto some other devices that don't have this kind of light, as an example, something like a Samsung right here. So just to showcase, if I press on it, you can see it just fails to unlock my finger, but there's no light. The reason for that is Samsung, as I think only phone manufacturer, uses ultrasonic sensor opposed to the light-based one that is right here. So they work fundamentally in different ways. One that doesn't require Samsung to illuminate it with light, as it's doing it with sound instead. So most phones will have what we have right here, which means that if you just miss by a slither the sensor at night, you're getting flashbanged at it, as this light is pretty damn bright. Anyway, we also have some other things like wallpaper carousel. This might be something that you wanted to turn off. It's pretty awful in my opinion, and I see no justifiable reason, only like headaches, when I have a random wallpaper of some woman and then I'll need to explain to my significant other that no, this was just a random wallpaper of some lady exercising. I didn't set that up as a wallpaper deliberately. So yeah, I personally just don't want to screw with this. I would turn that off altogether. There we go. And we have other things like AI dynamic wallpaper, because everything nowadays have to have AI, even though literally people at this point are just sick of this shit and would love nothing more to not see this piece of shit listed everywhere. It's like, it's the most, at this point, annoying word that I can hear. So anyway, I'm not even going to talk about this. There's no point divulging any attention to bullshit AI. And under additional settings, should have some other things. So we have some accessibility like clarity mode. So you can change the size of the fonts and... Oh, no wait, we have text and then fonts right here. Anything else in here? Floating window might be interesting. So, can I actually pull this out? It's enabled by default, but I don't see it. Yeah, I don't freaking see it anywhere. So technically we do have the... Oh, it is turned off. Okay, that makes sense. For some reason, the first page I was looking at it and it looked like it was on. So anyways, we can go through here, turn that on, and... oh, there we go. It's right over here. Now we can move this around. At least we should be able to. Ah, there we go. So you have to hold it for a bit longer. As you can see, when you do, it kind of extends, and now I can just shift it, for instance, to another side, drop it, and now I can access it from here. Now, apart from having this right here, we can do some nice things like, for instance, opening it up applications and pop-up windows, like so, which I can resize. You can also move to the side right here, to be kind of like a, bit of an up head. And we can actually have multiple different applications open at the same time. So you can see now we have two different apps open at the same time, at least in this kind of view. And anyway, we can just get rid of them. So it gives you a nice versatility in terms of like just multitasking. But on top of that, if you interact with one of those windows at the three dots right here, you have more options. So we can easily split screen. So whatever application will be open as a full screen, if you split screen the other one in a pop-up view, it will just obviously go depending on how you organize them. Like I wanted this to go on the top. Obviously, settings will go to the bottom. We can also switch that up, I believe. There we go. So we should be able to then flip it like so. And yeah, it's pretty nice in terms of multitasking. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we have the option to save this. Some devices allow us to save these app combinations. Here it doesn't look like we can, so that's a bit of a shame. But in general, it's still a pretty nice feature to just easily multitask. So I highly recommend utilizing this. This is actually one of the things that on my device I use the most. So anyway, that about sums up the video. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.